Hasan Piker was right about the MrBeast video.
Are you boring me? I'm right.
So I'm sure you've seen recently MrBeast put out a video where he helped these people get their eyesight back. Look at the thumbnail, it's definitely something, and it's amassed so many views and so many people are talking about it. And Hasan Piker said on his stream that this infuriated him, this video made him angry, and people thought that was him saying, I hate that MrBeast helped these people. MrBeast helping these people? That's so bad, I hate that. When it's like, what? Nowhere was that said. And no, I don't watch Hasan Piker and I don't watch MrBeast, but it's very clear the point Hasan Piker was putting forward was that it is a bad thing that as a society, at least in America, but maybe wider in the world, people will uphold and expect and have to rely on these individual philanthropists doing things to help people when it should be the role of a well-functioning government and country and society as a whole to help these people, especially when it's something that clearly can be done by an individual. A government and its resources should and, must be able to do that. And furthermore, let's be honest, MrBeast didn't do this because he was like, I'm this amazing person, I'm gonna help all these people just because of the kindness of my heart. I'm sure he wanted to help these people, but MrBeast is a very smart man. I've seen him at conferences, I've listened to him talk about his YouTube strategy, I've walked past him and said hello, I don't know if he heard me, and he knows what he's doing. You see this across multiple platforms, TikTok, YouTube, probably Instagram, I don't know, Vimeo. You see people making content about helping other people because they get a lot of views. Look at the views on this MrBeast video. Yes, MrBeast is massive, so he's going to get a massive amount of views, but he's going to get so many views on this. And you see, the people on TikTok giving money to people on the street, so many views. It's not like he did this out of the kindness of his altruistic heart. He has a definite upside. And when you are expecting as a society for that to be how to help people, as opposed to a government doing that when their role is meant to be to help and serve the people, it kind of shows why someone like Hasan Piker would be angry. And yeah, maybe in part Hasan Piker may be hypocritical, but people saying Hasan Piker's angry and he hates MrBeast and he hates, the rich, I mean, understandably so, but and that he's a hypocrite, he's not helped these people. Yeah, because could he give his money to help these people? Yes. And is it a bad thing that these people got their sight back? Absolutely not. But should it be the role of these rich people to do the job of the government? These rich people who aren't doing this because they're, so kind, gold-hearted people. They're doing it because there's a massive upside. Even without this whole Hasan Piker thing, MrBeast's upside for making a video like this is massive. Again, even the people on TikTok giving away $200 to people, their upside is massive. It's not people doing these things for the pure reason of helping other people, which should be the role of the government, as the government's role in its entirety should be to help and serve the people. Clearly the US government hasn't done that, ever, really, as a whole. But it's understandable why someone would be angry that as a society in the United States, and looking at the backlash towards Hasan Piker, it shows it's very rife. I don't know if it's just the US, but worldwide, that people don't understand these nuances, and it might be down to this either lack of critical thinking online. People don't sit and think about things. They just, react no, Hasan Piker, you're evil, you're bad, or this anti-intellectualism thing where people don't want to sit and think about things from a critical analysis point of view. They just are like, no, that doesn't matter. The first thing I think and feel should be what I say. Because if you sat and considered it, I won't say I did do that, but anyone who would sit and think, yeah, maybe it shouldn't be up to MrBeast to give these people their eyesight back. Maybe it should be up to the government and the healthcare system to do that. It's not the hardest thing to get, and I think people are just going too emotional with this. They see someone angry about people being helped and assume they don't want people to be helped, because I don't see anything in what Hasan Piker said, or anyone who is saying the same thing as Hasan Piker, like myself. No one is saying giving these people their sight back is a bad thing. That is a good thing that happened for these people, and it's amazing that it did. But the fact that when you look at it from a wider lens, that it was down to, I don't know if he's a billionaire, but it's down to this ultra-rich man who definitely is getting a massive, massive upside, which probably outweighs anything he paid to produce that video. It takes that to give these people their eyesight, and not the ginormous GDP government of the United States to do that. That's what the issue is. That is what infuriated Hasan Piker. That's what should infuriate everyone. Because if as a society we become one that is so dependent on this hyper-individualism, so dependent on these ultra-rich people and to an extension corporations to do things for us, to rely on them, it just shows that we are moving towards a society where many a philosopher and many a thinker in the past would be terrified of, because you already have these monopolies, you already have these people with so much power. To give them even more power, both from a financial perspective but also from a cultural perspective, that's not great, because you don't control what they do, they do. At least with a government you have a modicum of control. That's another bag of worms to discuss. But Hasan Piker's right, and just think for a second. It's not bad that people got their eyesight back. It's bad that it took MrBeast to give these people their eyesight back. That's what should make you infuriated. That's what's bad here, not the return of their eyesight. That's great. That is fantastic. It just shouldn't have been MrBeast doing that.